Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading for the week of January 25th. This week, you have some cool stuff going on here, I would say. The first card you have is the Two of Spades, which normally represents a breakup. However, really the message I'm getting off of this card is that it's more about balancing out a relationship for you this week, not about actually separating. Normally, this card, like I said, normally it does represent a separation, separating from something. It can even represent like leaving a job or leaving a business or something along those lines. But I'm really getting this like balance type message with this card, so I would say it has more to do with balancing things out, balancing something between you and somebody else or you and a job. It's like you needing to create balance between those things. Also, I'm getting also that like some of you might be maybe are in a little bit of like a negative kind of flow with your work right now. Maybe you're just not happy at your job or something, and this card's coming in and asking you to like be grateful that you have a job and to find some of those little things that can make you happy at work, to kind of like change your attitude around for just a little while with this card. So just be aware of that. Next, you have the Ten of Clubs. Really great card. This card's all about you. Well, I will say, before I say anything else, that there's definitely a lot of stuff regarding like authority, becoming an authority this week. You have the kind of like the authority card coming up at the end here. So a lot of you, I feel like, are kind of reaching to become an authority, maybe in like a certain area or at work. Maybe you're trying to become a leader or just trying to gain more power at work. This card is really about planning those things out. Ten of Clubs is an excellent card for like planning out how you're going to get a raise, planning out how you're going to get ahead. It can even represent communication, like communicating with people around you about how you're going to improve things. So this can go for like 1,000 different situations in your life. It's going to be different for everybody. So, this can have to do with even love lives as well. If you're having a problem in your love life, this card just says communicate, and things, you'll be able to work things out. It's a card, it can be a card of like asking, even just asking. So if you want a raise at work, it's like, go ask your boss, like, what do I have to do to get a raise? And they will tell you exactly what you have to do with this card. But it's a very successful card as well. It brings a lot of success, business success. It allows you to really like hold attention this week as well. It's about holding attention, which is kind of like a weird thing. But if you have to give any meetings, or if you're online, if you're doing YouTube videos or anything like that, you'll really be able to hold people's attention this week with this card. Next, you have the Eight of Hearts. Also very interesting because it kind of ties in with that Ten of Clubs there about holding attention. This card really says that like people are really like kind of feeling your energy. Eight of Hearts is all about like energy that we give off and people picking it up, and all of these things. I really think that's a big message for you actually also. Now that I'm like getting into the cards more, like not more, but I'm just saying, like, as I've gotten to this third card here, it really does feel like you're going to be able to like really get people interested in things and following you and listening to you this week. So now is the week to do all those things. But this is also just a positive return on energy. Great relationship card. If you're in a relationship, represents just a good flow in the relationship. If you're not, it says there's a lot of people out there for you, but you do have to work for it. Eights are all about work and putting in work to make things happen in your relationship. So if you need a relationship, that's what you'd have to do, is put some work into it. And finally, you have this, the King of Spades, card of mastery, being a master at what you do. And it's also that card of authority, like reaching for authority. It's not so much, as far as what the message I'm getting off of this card this week is, it's not so much like, sometimes this card will come in and I'll say something along the lines of, you will be dealing with a leader or a boss or just somebody who's above you, whatever the case may be. But this week with this card, I'm getting that it's you that wants to be the leader, that's really trying to like kind of expand your kingdom. King of Spades is also very intelligent, so use your raw intelligence. I always say with the King of Spades, the story with the King of Spades is, he's not trying to necessarily expand his kingdom and make it like bigger, because he knows that'll spread his energy way too thin. So he's constantly looking at his kingdom, and he's constantly saying like, how can I improve upon my kingdom? How can I make what I've already got better? It's more about using your resources with this card than anything else. So look at how you can even make your job better, any other areas of your life better, not by expansion necessarily, but just by improving on what's already there. So it looks like a great week. Thank you for watching and enjoy.